How are you going to handle the error in your parallel HTTP call? So handling the error means, suppose you, like in this case, I am doing two post calls. In suppose one, we are getting a success response, and for another one, we are getting an error response. How to handle that? We're going to see that in this video. Hi everyone, this is Subrat and you are watching Fun of Heuristics. So on this channel, you will get to know about the programming languages, the framework, and all about the algorithms. So please consider subscribing and hit the bell icon if you haven't yet. So long back, I did a video on how to make a parallel HTTP call. And in that, I have forgot to add the error condition for each and individual calls. And that we are going to do today. And for making a parallel call, we are using forkJoin. And if you don't know what is a parallel call and how to make a parallel call, please go ahead and watch that video. I will link in the card and it will be pretty clear. So in this method, we are making two post calls and we are pushing that to an array, and we are making a forkJoin call. And the server is here. That if you hit the data, then it will just return a empty user data. So whatever user data you are sending, it will just going to return that one. And this project means this Angular application is from the previous video that what we are using to locate to get the user location and mark them on your map. And if you haven't watched that, please go ahead and watch that one. I will link it in the card. And if you see, we are calling two call here. One is for data and one is to data one. And if you see here, data is the correct URL, data one is the wrong URL. So you will get a 404 error on the second call. So we'll just start the server here. And now I will just bring the browser here. Here you can see we are getting the location. It's the older one. I will open the console here. Just make it a little bigger. On hit up a parallel call, we're going to make the call. But here you will see we are getting a response that is a 404. That is our data one is not there. That means even if we are getting a success response for this call, we are getting an error. So before going to the solution, I want you to know that why this is happening. Okay, so we'll just go to the notepad here. So think like we are making some parallel calls. So in our case, think like we are making three parallel calls. So think these three are simultaneously going to the server by the use of the forkJoin. So what the forkJoin is doing is, and I think the name is also according to that, it is combining these three parallel calls and we are getting a single response out of it. That's why it's forkJoin. Okay, so in our case that the second call fails means here we got some error. So I'll just write error here, and this will going to throw a error as an observable. But what we are getting here is we are getting a single observable out here. So things like we are getting a observable here, and that observable will going to get an error response. And as it got the error response, then it will going to land on your error block, because it doesn't matter how many calls has passed or how many calls has failed, because this is the behavior of an observable. So if you are getting a single observable out of a forkJoin, and if that fails, means if any observable fails here, it is going to throw an error as an observable. So we are going to get the error for the forkJoin observable. And if you're not clear about observable and how it works, I have a video, I will link in the card. Please go and watch that one. So now if you see what the solution, okay, instead of throwing the error to the observable, so I will just make another diagram here. Suppose you got error here. Okay, so instead of throwing the error to our observable, what we'll do is we would try to catch the error here itself. So whichever observable or a call you are making, catch the error and send a success response to the forkJoin observable. So every time we'll send a success error, means success response, and which is an error. And here in the suppose we are getting the observable, and inside that in the data block, or means the success block, we can handle the error according to the error message or something according to your requirement what you are sending. So that's what we're going to do today. So, and for catching the error, we have a operator that is catchError from rxjs. So it's pretty simple. What you need to do is you just need to pipe this one with the catchError. Okay, so if you run the catchError, in that you will get error, and for now we'll just emit a response as a error 1. We are just making a message here, but you can make any method or according to any condition, and you can get your logic here. Okay, but it need to be thrown a success response, else the same thing will going to happen. If you're going to throw an error here, if you're going to throw a normal throw error, not the observable error, then it will handle itself. If you are throwing here a observable that's a error, then it will going to have same that's happening currently right now. So now I'll just save this one, and we'll just go to the browser, and when I'll just try to clear, and when I will hit the make parallel call, here you will see we got our response back with the data. First one is we are sending a empty object from the server, and in the second call, that means which is the 404, we got our error response, and that what we can handle here. For example, what I will do, data dot for each, and in that, so I'll just save, and if I will go to the browser again, if we'll hit the make parallel call, here you can see that we got our message error. So if I'll just change this to something else, still we are going to get a success response from here. Okay, so you can see here now error found just printed 2 times, and we have our response back as here. So this is how you're going to catch the error in your parallel call. The main concept is don't give error response to your forkJoin object. That's what we just saw here. Give a success response to the forkJoin observable, so that it's kind of faking the forkJoin observable that okay, our every call will be passed every time, so that it will always stay here. If you are doing like this, actually you don't need this error block also. So that's it for today, guys. Today we saw how you can catch your error in a parallel HTTP call. So please hit the like button if you're liking the video till now, and if you're liking my work and you want to support me, you can support me in the Patreon. I'll give the link in the description below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you will not miss the future videos. And please share this video among your friends, family, colleagues, so that everybody should know how to handle the error in a parallel call. And please give some valuable comment in the comment section below. We will going to meet in the next video. Till that, stay happy. Bye bye.